Good morning.
Good morning from windy and kind of cool relatively.
I mean, it's 80 degrees, it's 79 rather.
Albuquerque.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico. We actually stayed an extra night here. We're headed to Holbrook, Arizona, so that we can adventure into the Painted Desert and the Petrified Forest over the next 2 days.
So we've got everything packed. Then we pray and photograph, and then we head out on the road. So.
Take off, and so we have about a 4-hour journey from here to there, and we're ready to get started.
Depends on the traffic.
So let's get this party started.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. A Hazo Point, Hazo, I don't know. But it's huge. Nice and windy up here. It's hot, but the humidity is 11%, so it doesn't feel all that hot.
This is Petrified Point. It's our first stop in the Painted Desert portion of the Petrified Forest National Park.
Petrified Point. See for miles and miles and miles and miles. It'd be fun to go down there. Not so much to come back up.
So we are doing the Painted Desert and Petrified Forest today, just to kind of get our feet wet, and so we can get out and walk a little bit, scout out some things that we may want to see more of. I'm walking. The guys are kind of driving. It's a bit hot, seriously. So, but anyway, I want to show you guys some of what I'm seeing. This is the side that I'm seeing right there. You see it? Get off of me. All right, I'm getting attacked by flies. Away from me. So this is the Painted Desert Inn there. And these are just kind of some of the trails that overlooking the vistas. What's that? Oh, there we go. Trail goes this way. I don't like horseflies very much. I don't know that anybody does, but I really don't like them. And I definitely don't like my husband. He's all broken out from all the different bites he's gotten. Oh, ooh, they have an ice cream parlor. It's already closed though. And a gift shop. Oh my. This is just gorgeous. Wow. Even the little pillars that lined walkway are the rocks from surrounding areas. This is wow, look at this. How could anybody look at this and not see God? I don't get it. But there's a lot of people who don't. It says, what does silence sound like? Where do you go if there are no footsteps to follow? How does it feel to be in a place where day and night are the only times that matter? The answer to questions like these are way too many bad ones below. Look at this. Far as you can see. So, looking at these overlooks and the differences in the colors of the rocks and the formations. Oh, what in the world was that? It looked like a naked squirrel. I don't know if I could catch that. Not sure I want to catch that. Well, it did. It looked like a naked squirrel. That was weird. As my grandson would say, that was weird. But oh well. Anyway, the different colors is just absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. I just, I didn't know much about this place until I started doing the research. And as I researched it, it just came to life. So anyway, enough of that. So this is the Painted Desert and Visitor Center, and gift shop, and ice cream parlor.
So this is the inn. And the views from it are really good, and we're only getting started.
Wowzer. So that little thing down there, it looks kind of like a winding road, is actually a wash. When it rains, it fills up with water. It goes all the way down there. So sometimes there's a river in this area. And right out in front of us is Pilot Rock. Elevation is 6,234 feet. It's about 6.6 miles from us. And over here is called the Pinnacles and Hopi Buttes. Hopi. So the Pinnacles is about 1.6 miles, and the Hopi Buttes is about 20 to 50 miles. Wow. And over here is the San Francisco Peaks and the Turkey Track Butte. The San Francisco Peak, although I don't see the, oh, I do see those way out there. Goodness. It says it's about 108 miles away. Wow. And the Turkey Track Butte is about 22.8 miles away. So this is how far you can look away. What?
Fun fact, they used to have camels out here. Yep. Lieutenant Whipple, for whom this is named, used camels instead of horses because they can go through desert and go a long time without water and carry a whole lot more than a horse. And he surveyed this area, I think it was 1853-ish. And later on it became developed, and Transcontinental Railroad came through here. Later Route 66, and then now I-40. But it all started back even before Lieutenant Whipple. It was an ancient trade route that intersected it from the natives that lived here. So his path kind of intersected it, and it's what it is today. So if you're a history nerd, there's today's lesson.
Does it say what it is? A kiva. It's a kiva.
The Puerco Pueblo, the Puerco River is why it's named that. I thought it had something to do with pigs or pork, but just the name of the river. And you can get out and walk a little bit. It's not really far. It's like 3/10 of a mile or so. This is newspaper rot. Hard to believe all that's made out of newspaper. They mix newspaper and water and gullible.
I didn't fall for it. So these are all rooms that were like apartments. Probably an entire family lived in one of them. Wow. This is like the village center.
Would have been the Starbucks.
Could you imagine buffalo filling up this valley? Because there probably were. Ah, Roosevelt's Tree Army, the CCC. In the vast, nearly treeless landscape, it may sound strange to call the CCC Roosevelt's Tree Army, but it has meaning here. Franklin Roosevelt created CCC in 1933 as part of the New Deal program for unemployed, unmarried men between 17 and 25. It gave not only jobs to young men, but taught them skills and built teamwork. Their labor was related to the conservation and development of natural resources and land managed by the federal, state, and local governments. Work was not easy, but the CCC projects can be seen as fine and sturdy as they were first built, all over the United States, particularly in national and state parks as well as national forests. The boys of the CCC planted millions of trees, including cottonwoods along the Puerco River in February 1935. The CCC workers lived in several camps over the years at Petrified Forest. The first camp was established along the Puerco River on July 3rd, 1934.
90 years and 2 days ago.
Across the road from Puerco Pueblo, looking south, you'll see a 2-track road that once led to the final camp as pictured to the right. 1930s, there were barracks, a mess hall, kitchen, foreman's quarters, and storage. Nothing is left at that site. The building's torn down in the 1950s. From the diaries and letters, these young men worked hard but built friendships and memories to last a lifetime. What were you doing when you first left home? Joining the Army?
Hard.
I would join the
And
Army.
building friendships and memories to last a lifetime.
That are still there. But down here on the really dark areas are petroglyphs. So it's pretty cool to see them. I'm going to attach some pictures right here to show you the pictures I actually took. According to this, those are a migration symbol. See those right down there? I didn't realize they were over here too. That's pretty cool. There's some down there. So the Pueblo has been really interesting to see how they might have lived in the petroglyphs that were here. And kind of frustrating because you don't know what they wrote. And it's a missing language. I wonder if we'll ever get a Rosetta Stone to this. That would be interesting. So Jackson, did you see the aliens?
Yeah.
So some of the petroglyphs actually look like aliens, and after going to Roswell for the Alien Museum, you know, now we know where they came from. They came from the Petrified Forest.
I don't even know what's here. Newspaper rock. There's some drawings that look like aliens. I mean, not saying there are aliens, but you know, after Roswell, they looked like aliens. I don't know if you can see it, but out here, there's a bunch of dust devils, little dirt tornadoes. We saw them from way back at the last stop, and they're moving pretty fast. This area is pretty cool.
Perfect.
Not surprisingly, this is one of the sites I wanted to see on Big Start, Route 66. This was an abandoned Studebaker. It's got a few bullet holes and dents, but this was a really expensive car back in the day. It'd be like an expensive Mercedes or something now. It was luxurious. Looks like the engine's still there, the rest of it's gone. A lot of wood bodywork, framework. The patina on it, the rust is, I don't know, it's different than the kind of rust you'd think. It's not rough at all. It's kind of polished, I guess, from people rubbing on it, or maybe the rust in this area is a little different than back home. Yep. I don't know why somebody would abandon such an expensive car out here, but this was the old Route 66. Anything could happen. This is the Blue Mesa Trail. The Blue Mesa Trail is a walk into the heart of Petrified Forest Badlands. As you descend in the Blue Mesa Basin, you take a walk back in time, each colorful stripe you pass, representing years into the past. Look for the sculptural talents of wind and water on the layers of sedimentary rock. Along the trail are signs that explain the process that have changed and are still changing this landscape. It's only a mile.
We're not going to do the whole because I want
Not
to come
today.
I want to come and do it Friday when
Jackson's kind of tired because fireworks last night kept him up all night. I don't know that it's as entertaining for an almost 13-year-old as it is for us, but wow. It's almost like something you would expect to see at Yellowstone.
we're coming back.
We definitely are going to come back, so stay tuned. Or we may just edit it into one video. I don't know. It's 96 degrees right now. But as they say, it's a dry heat. No, it's 96 degrees. It's really, really cool. Along the trail, there's kind of a natural bench. I don't know if people have eroded it into that or it was just always there. I'm sure it was always there, but they just kind of made a bench. Just keeps getting better. So it's the Agate Bridge. I know, I'd like to kind of walk over there. But I understand saving it for future generations.
It's a rock.
But you know people, they'll destroy it.
Nope.
time to tumble, slow folks.
There's no
Hey, watch out of here. We're at the Crystal Forest. Halfway around the trail loop, there's a spot for rest and reflection, so don't be worried about it. Just don't collect any artifacts. They warn you at the gate, and they warn you periodically. Save stuff for everybody else. It's neat how the landscape changes just a short distance.
Look at this. Just cool to think about it is was once a tree.
I know. You can still see the details in the bark. The wood. Can't count the rings, but really.
Once.
Some of them I think you can. Take this with a grain of salt. They haven't found the remains of the petrified elves that baked petrified cookies in a hollow tree. I don't think he realizes he's lost his fear of heights.